A U.S. official tells CBS News that the cyber policy on Russia remains, quote, very much intact. That's despite sources telling CBS News that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth had paused operations last month. The Defense Department says it does not comment on cyber operations. CBS News Pentagon reporter Ellee Watson is following this for us. So, Ellie, what do we know about this order?
Cyber operations are one of the most highly classified parts of the entire U.S. government, so it's not a surprise that we don't have a whole lot of clarity here. But what we do know is that Secretary Hegseth did issue a directive to Cyber Command, the military command that handles cyber threats, to pause temporarily all offensive operations against Russia. This directive doesn't impact other agencies within the government that deal with cyber threats, but just to the Cyber Command. What are offensive actions? Sometimes it can be hard to differentiate between offensive and defensive, but experts have told us that offensive cyber operations could include going after the networks of adversaries, playing with their power grids, or conducting a social media information operation. But the scope of offensive operations, the military keeps really under wraps. The first time I can remember the Pentagon even acknowledging offensive operations was just a few years ago in 2022, when the head of Cyber Command at the time said the U.S. was conducting both defensive and offensive operations to support Ukraine in its war against Russia.
And Secretary Hegseth has previously said, quote, everything is on the table to end the war in Ukraine. Could this be part of negotiations or a strategy to get Russians to the table?
Sources say that pauses like this one could be taken at the beginning of sensitive diplomatic talks. And as we know, the Trump administration is trying to get both Russia and Ukraine to the negotiating table to end the 3-year war there. Now, what we don't know is how or if this does impact Ukraine or other European allies who the Trump administration has been pretty vocal about they should do more about their own military readiness.
What does this mean for Ukraine's fight when you combine this with the pause in military aid to Ukraine?
I do want to differentiate between the pause in military aid and this directive, because from what we know about the directive to Cyber Command is it was issued before Friday's explosive meeting between Zelensky and Trump. And the pause in military aid seems to be a repercussion of that meeting. Regardless, if you're Ukraine, neither development is very welcome, because Ukraine is still asking for more security guarantees from the U.S. before it gets to the negotiating table with Russia.
Ellee Watson, thank you.